I don't like me.
Folks, I'm meteorologist Jay Burschback along with Carl Nelson. We're at the Imagination Station. Today, some big blocks of dry ice here made of CO2, and normally you think CO2 would put fires out, but we're going to have an instance today, or an example of when magnesium and dry ice combine. That's not exactly the case.
Exactly. So you've seen fireworks where you see the really bright sparkles that come out. A lot of times they'll use magnesium for that. And I got a little strip of magnesium here. We're just going to light this on fire. Got to warn you, it's going to be very bright.
Okay.
Try not to look at the bright light. But just to emphasize how brightly the magnesium will burn, I'll give you an example here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's like super bright, but I'm sure on the camera it's fine. So magnesium will combust with oxygen in the air very readily, and you get this brilliant bright white light.
Okay. Wow.
What we want to try is to put it inside some carbon dioxide. So Jay, go ahead and lift that top off there. I've got a little container here of little filings of magnesium, and I've made a hole inside the dry ice here. We're going to fill that up with a bunch of magnesium.
So that's pretty much that strip you burn, but in little teeny pieces.
100 times more than that little strip. So we got a lot of magnesium in there. What we're going to do is I'm going to light it on fire with the torch. It'll take a few seconds to get the magnesium to burn and react with the oxygen. And then you're going to simply put it out by capping that thing with a block of dry ice.
That's what you'd think.
That's what you think.
Right. Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Let me take a few seconds to get the magnesium going. It's going to be very, very bright.
Okay, I won't look at it.
All right, go ahead and cap it. We're going to put that fire out. So you can see, even though we've capped it with the dry ice there, we've got some carbon dioxide gas coming out, we've got some sparks coming out, and it is continuing to combust because the magnesium is reacting with the CO2.
You'd think it wouldn't, but
you think it wouldn't, but it's actually breaking apart the CO2 and reacting with that, creating some magnesium dust here that we're breathing in, and some very, very bright light. Temperature inside there is getting up to nearly, or can get up to nearly 3,600 degrees Fahrenheit.
Wow.
Which is just insanely hot. And now you can see it's sort of slowing down a little bit now. If we wait long enough, when all the light has sort of gone away, we can pull that top off, and inside there'll be a tiny little puck, or a little ball of carbon.
Wow. So that magnesium has, with the carbon dioxide, what you have left is the carbon from the carbon dioxide.
Exactly.
Wow.
And for the amount of magnesium we threw in there, it's kind of nice flickering. It's like an igloo light of sorts.
It's romantic now, Carl. Yes.
But from the amount of heat that came off there, you would think if it's 3,600 degrees, your next question would be, why didn't the whole thing melt? Well, it takes quite a bit of heat actually to melt the carbon dioxide. So we maybe lost a pound of carbon dioxide there.
Okay.
But and it is still going. I don't think we're going to have a chance to open that guy up.
Wow, that's amazing though. But you think CO2 is in fire extinguishers, you can use it to put out fires, but in this case,
I mean, you can actually see it's getting a little bit brighter.
Wow.
Provide it with a little more gas. It's not going to put out the burning metal fire, which is why burning metal fires can be very, very dangerous. Very hard to put out for firefighters.
And you said they actually sometimes just let it burn because it's even more dangerous to attack it.
Exactly. You can't use CO2. You don't want to throw water on a hot metal fire, and there's probably not enough shovels there if you got a big plant of magnesium that's burning. So
amazing.
Let it just burn.
All right. So magnesium, carbon dioxide. This is what you get sometimes.
Unexpected result. Yeah.
Wonderful. All right. Cool. Thank you so much. Carl Nelson, and you're open weekends, correct? At the Imagination Station?
Saturdays, Lucas County residents, 12 and under, get in free.
Okay, wonderful. So that's a great, and you can check out experiments like this, and of course, much more. Great experiment. Lots of flames. We like it. All right. For Carl Nelson, I'm meteorologist Jay Burschback. That was Imagine It.
All right, thanks, Jay. And starting today, Imagination Station going country with Farm Fest, the science of moo. The Science Museum will have live farm animals and activities for the kids with your regular admission price. And as Jay just mentioned, Imagination Station open today from 10 to 5 and tomorrow from noon to 5. And as always, on Saturdays, admission is free for Lucas County residents ages 12 and younger.